with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm not just any
Hey.
brand, I'm my own brand.
Well, I'll be darned.
I'm back, Angela.
And we have a special guest co-host today, Wayno.
What's up, everybody?
You are about to hit new Wayno. But Wayno, first of all, Wayno is not just a manager, because you've managed artists, also a personality,
Yeah.
right? Also an A&R.
Executive Vice President of A&R Quality Control Music.
Right.
I know that's
I
right.
didn't have the whole title.
Get that title
I
together,
gotta
Angela.
make sure I plug myself.
Sheesh.
You should.
I have to give myself a bigger, longer title. I'm the executive host of the... But yeah, so thank you so much to Wayno for joining us today. We're going to talk more about what you have going on. But Kountry Wayne is going to be joining us today also.
Okay.
He has a Netflix special
He's so funny.
that is coming out next week. His first ever hour-long Netflix special. He filmed it in D.C.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I should
Yeah.
have went.
That's hard.
Yes, so listen, anytime that Kountry Wayne is in town, he's always welcome here. We like anybody whose name has Wayne in it. Wayno.
Of course.
Kountry Wayne.
Greatest name ever.
All right, and Jasmine, welcome
Yes,
back.
thank you.
You got on your Detroit Pistons. I didn't know you were a Detroit Pistons fan.
I didn't know I was either. And then I spilled coffee on it this morning, so I look like I came to work
Oh, I
with a
see
dirty
it.
shirt on.
Okay,
It's the old school logo, too.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the old school logo.
That was actually from a Hennessy dinner that we attended with our girl Mary Sheffield when we were in Detroit.
Yeah, so what up, though?
Yeah, what up, though? Oh, Lord. It always sounds weird when people not like.
Yeah, because we don't know how to have,
We
like,
don't
we
say
don't
it
have
right.
the same
I don't know how to
saying.
say it. And what do you say when
Pronunciation.
somebody says what up, though? You just
She
say,
because Jasmine's proper. She's like, what up, though?
what up, though?
It's
It's
like,
though.
what
It's
up,
the
though?
DOE.
I said,
What up, though?
What up, though? What up, though?
All right. Sorry, Detroit. I know you guys are all cringing.
Like,
Right.
girl,
Listening.
stop, please.
All right. Well, anyway, we always start the show off with some positivity, and that is called Shine a Light. That's when people get to call up and shine a light. And you know what? I forgot to say, last time Wayno was here, he guest hosted with I Swear Vezo.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
I
Since
saw
we're
those
talking all
clips.
Detroit
Oh, you saw
things.
it?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
First time hosting.
Yeah. He cursed one time. We
I
had to
did. I
dump
messed
him.
up.
Of course you did.
All right. Well, shine a light. 800-292-5150 is a number. Let us know who you want to shine a light on. Let's spread some positivity. That's what it's all about on Way Up with Angela Yee with my co-host today, Jasmine Brand and Wayno. Once again, that's 1-800-292-5150. Shine a light on them. It's Way Up.
Shine, I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes.
Hey, girl.
Good morning.
Wayno's here.
What's up, Ye?
We're going to get you some food in a second.
Don't start that. Please don't start.
You like to eat?
No, it's an ongoing joke for 10 years. She'll tell you about it
Okay.
later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need some
Wayno
context at some
always
point.
pops up when there's some food.
Oh, how convenient.
Do not fall into the trap. I'm
very
telling
true.
you. Please
You're that
don't.
guy. Okay, perfect.
I text Wayno like, yeah, we got food. He'd be like, all right, I'm on my way.
Yo, this does not get old for you. Like, come on, yo. We've been doing this for a
people haven't heard
long
this.
time. Like, my
No, I
kids
ha-
was little when we started this.
I
Like,
need context, so I'm glad to know that that's the type of person you are.
No, that is not the type
All
of
right,
person
well,
I am.
I would like to shine a light on my guy, Dior Savoa. He actually cut my bangs yesterday, gave me a trim. But he's an amazing hairstylist. But he also is fun.
He's a good. First of all, I was there for the bang cut. Angela is in love with her new bang. But Dior is super talented and he's funny.
Yeah,
and he's fly.
Yeah, he's quick, he's fly. And, so I just appreciate him because he's super busy, but you can tell he loves what he does. If you
Yeah.
look at his page, he also styles Mariah Carey.
Oh, that's
so he
dope.
has video of her like doing TikToks with her and the kids and everything.
What's his IGN?
Dior, Dior Savoa. I think it's Sovoa.
Yep,
So
okay.
make sure you guys follow him. And if you are fortunate enough to slide in his DMs and get an appointment.
It's hard, I heard.
Yeah, because
Probably
he's
expensive, right?
He's super busy.
Probably is expensive.
He said, well, I guess I'm expensive because we were talking about how much people charge for things, which we can talk about a little bit later, too. I
We
think that's
should.
a good topic.
Yeah.
Because people charge such different rates, like to get your hair done, to get braids, to get this. I know for barbers, you
Haircuts
guys
are even
probably-
more expensive
Oh,
now.
man, don't even talk about it. Living in Atlanta, haircuts is a whole new world down there.
Sheesh.
It's crazy.
All right, well, let's see who you guys want to shine a light on. 800-292-5150 is the number. Oh, I got one of my friends on the line. Mello, what's up?
What's up, Easy? How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you? Who you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on a couple people. I need to shine a light on my cousin. You feel me? Because yesterday was his birthday and I missed it. Happy birthday, Relly G's. then as usual, I'm gonna shine a light on you, Jasmine, Brandon, and Wayno, because y'all are the ghosts. Y'all keep everybody morning like up and up. You feel me? And it's always a vibe every trip.
And Mello, I appreciate you. You always show up for me, so I shine a light right back on you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Queen. I'll see you later.
All right, take care. Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
Domo, what's good?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Who you want to shine a light on?
I was shining a light on my girlfriend, man. Going on 3 years. She showed me a lot. She really changed me.
Ooh, what were you
I'm
like?
just so
What were
grateful
you
for
like
her,
before? What were you like before her?
I just look at it, everything different now. She showed me a lot. So I just want to thank her. We're going 3 years strong, and, you got to keep going.
What's her name?
Dominique.
Dominique. All right, we shining a light on you. Well, thank you so much for calling and showing your girl some love.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, that was Shine a Light on them, 800-292-5150 in case you couldn't get through. And we got Yeetie when we come back. And let's talk about Oprah. Remember her and The Rock got all this backlash for setting up a fund to help the victims of the Maui wildfires. People were like, y'all got all this money. Why are you setting up a fund? Well, she's going to respond to that backlash and we'll tell you what she had to say. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to me.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
Wayno is here.
Oh man, I wish I had a drop. That was fire.
We're going to find one for you. Don't worry.
Don't you worry.
Because Wayno, as a media personality, has said a lot of things that I feel like we can use.
You use a little drop for me, right?
Yeah, we're going to find something for you. All right, let's get into some Yeetie. Megan Thee Stallion, we were discussing this yesterday at the VMAs. You know how they were trying to say she was getting into a confrontation with Justin Timberlake. Well, she has since responded and said, I just talk with my hands. LOL. See you next time, Justin Timberlake. And that's it.
Okay.
People had already said that she just talks with her hand, and she was just saying like, oh, just a nice exchange. It wasn't nothing bad. She was not beefing.
It did look like beef though. I'm not gonna lie.
It did, but it's also a magnifying glass on everything she does right now.
How sometimes you be fake mad, like, oh no, this not. We got we're just playing, y'all.
I was trying to read her lips really hard, really hard.
I saw that on the Jasmine brand.
Everybody wanted
Where's
that
all the lip
exclusive.
readers at?
Yeah.
All right, and we told you this yesterday. Tory Lanez is going to be appearing in court today. He is trying to get out on bail. And so that is as he's appealing his convictions for shooting Meg Thee Stallion. So he has a 10:30 a.m. hearing. So I guess that's going to be that's probably in
PST?
LA.
PST?
So,
Okay. Yeah. So we got a few hours.
Yeah, so we'll still be here.
Okay.
But, usually that takes forever.
All right.
All right, and speaking of VMAs, Victoria Monet said she was told it was too early in her career to perform. I would have loved to see her perform, but I will say those performances were amazing.
They
we
were,
had a chance to see.
Yeah, no one was underwhelming. Everyone did an amazing job.
Doja Cat, Megan Thee Stallion, all of that, like Nicki
Cardi.
Minaj, all of them.
That's crazy that she was told it was too early. Like, who determines that?
Yeah.
Yeah, people were on social media asking her why she didn't perform, and she said, I see your advocation for me to have performed tonight, and I'm so grateful to you. Sincerely, my team was told it is too early in my story for that opportunity, so we will keep working.
That's gonna motivate her. For
but
sure.
I'm not. That's unfair. I mean, if you putting in the work, like, you deserve to, get that opportunity, because there's tons of people who get the opportunity who haven't put in the work.
Right.
And
you're right.
To be clear, her tour sold out within 2 minutes.
Wow.
From when she announced it. So
She's such a great performer too.
Yeah, salute to Victoria Monet.
Yeah.
and a great songwriter, and she's very sweet.
Oh, her daughter's so cute. My baby's so cute.
Oh, we all fans here then.
Yep, we are.
Definitely. Listen, nobody has anything bad to say about Victoria Monet.
At all.
And her album is fire.
Okay.
By the way, all the singles she put out, and then when the album came out, I was like, okay, this is
She be dancing and stuff.
not like that.
She don't do this body,
man.
She'll do this body roll.
Just so y'all know, Jasmine's in here doing a very aggressive body roll.
Right.
Aggressive.
What was it aggressive?
It was an
It
aggressive
was very
one.
2004-ish.
Yeah, I wanted to bring it back.
All right, Oprah Winfrey has addressed the backlash that she and The Rock got, and that's all because they asked people to donate to her Maui wildfire relief fund. So she's trying to help people who were in the unfortunate situation of being a victim of the Maui wildfires. Now, she does have a reported net worth of $2.8 billion. The Rock is worth about $800 million. They both, by the way, committed $5 million each
Okay,
to
that's
start
beautiful.
the People's Fund of Maui. But people were so mad that they started a fund and didn't just come out of their pocket to pay for everything. Here's what she said on CBS Mornings.
I will say this, I came out of this experience with so much more compassion for young kids because I was thinking, what if I didn't really know who I am? What if I didn't have the assurance of Invictus, that I am the master of my own fate and the captain of my soul? If
It would have taken you down.
It would have taken. It will take you out. So all of the online
slander and
attacks, lies, conspiracy theories, really took the focus off of what was the most important thing.
And then she also talks about Dolly Parton, right? Dolly Parton had the My People Fund back in 2017 after a wildfire in Tennessee, and she was able to give displaced families $1,000 per month stipend, and that was from outside donations in her foundation. And so the fact that they already donated $5 million and that they started a fund so other people could help,
right.
I think that is a great thing to do, because a lot of people didn't do nothing.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I can't imagine having $2.8 billion and being worried about what the comments is saying. Like, who cares? Like, she's doing what she got to do to help. But being up like that and you still, affected by social media is crazy.
But also, how much was she supposed to give? Like, what would the public think is an appropriate number? Is what I'm wondering.
2.8 million. 2.8 billion.
All her money.
But
Got
you know what is a big issue? And I remember discussing this with Trey the Truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know how he does his Trey Day in Houston. He would use his own money all the time for everything. And a lot of times you can, use your own money, but also be able to source from different places.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can do a lot more like that. And then it's also operating within figuring out how to, like, taxpayer dollar. It's a lot that goes into having a nonprofit and actually being able to do things to help people and making sure that fund keeps on going.
Right,
okay.
Right.
You know, but that is your Yee Tea. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss the things that we did last night. I know Wayno's in town working. We're going to hear all about it, but I'll tell you what we did too. We had a time.
We did.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
So, about last night.
Last night.
Here's how it went down.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes. Not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
We didn't find Wayno's drop yet.
Oh, yeah,
Wayno's here.
Yeah, we got to
Dude,
get a drop.
Wayno, like, something.
Wayno.
We have food.
Come on. Yo, see, we want to stop this.
Food.
Food
All
is
right,
crazy.
and we're doing About Last Night. And so last night, Wayno, you're in town because you're running around with baby money?
No. I'm running around with one of my younger artists, Finesse Mo. He's from
Okay.
North Carolina.
Finesse
from
Mo.
North Carolina. All right, cool. So talk about what you did, because you're from New York, but now you live in Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, it was good. I mean, when I got here, I got my car and everything. That's a whole process. But then I came up to Harlem. I hit a few people. I seen my niece. I just went through a few blocks and seen people. I seen one of my friends I hadn't seen in like 10 years.
Wow, just randomly on the street.
Just randomly. I mean,
Okay.
it was good. It's always good to be back home and just receive the love and give it out too. So I'm happy to be back home.
Do people say you changed?
Hell no.
Did you eat? What did you eat? Did you eat
We
something
went
good?
to Amy Ruth's. Yeah.
Okay.
Went to
All
Amy
right.
Ruth's, got some food.
That's so funny. So I ordered Amy Ruth's when when Offset was here for his interview.
That's soul food, right?
Yeah, he wanted soul food, so I got Amy Ruth's for Offset. And after I got it, everybody up here was like, "Where'd you get that food from?" And then everybody was.
I've
ordering.
never had Amy Ruth.
You haven't?
No.
Amy
Is it
Ruth's is good.
Is it in Harlem?
Yeah, it's in Harlem.
Okay.
116.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I got to get and we need to get that.
Okay.
All right.
No problem.
Okay.
All right. Now for us, Jasmine, you came in from DC.
I
The
did.
other thing about Jasmine is her daughter has just started
Daycare.
Oh wow, that's an amazing time.
She started daycare her first day. She cried like somebody was trying to kill her. You hear me? She cried so hard. She cried. First of all, I left and cried. I cried all day. I felt awful. Yeah. So yeah, that was traumatic for me. It was more traumatic for me than it was for her. But she seems to be doing a little better. She's still crying a little bit, but she's
Oh, wait till your kids get bigger. You got a lot more crying.
I know.
Right.
So, anyway,
Nonstop.
So I cried and she was better the next day. But I just hit her the teacher and was like, "Hey, how's it going?" She's crying today, so I'm waiting to hear her word
And
back.
you sent me a picture, and she looks like she's having a time of her life. She is. She's in a car with 4 other kids, like one of them little kids' cars. She in the back smiling, everybody else screaming.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah,
What a
she looks
blessing.
like she's having a good time.
I know, but when I let her, she was holding on to my neck for dear life.
For real,
That
her
has to
first
be-
day?
Yes.
That has to be so hard.
Of course, that
to
should-
peel your child off your neck and be like,
Her dad is like grabbing her like, "Jasmine, let her go." I'm like, "But she's on me." So yeah, I cried a lot. But then I came up to New York. I caught the train up, and then what did we do last night, Angela?
So last night when Jasmine got here, I was getting my hair trimmed. First of all, y'all know I barely ever get my hair done. It'd be looking a mess unless I have braids. That's why I like to have braids in, so I don't have to do anything.
Right.
And so I was like, let me cut my bangs, and my hair grows so fast that I was like, give me some micro bangs so they can be extra short. So my guy Dior Savoa happens to be in town. He's never really here, so he was able to cut my hair.
And he cut your ends too.
And my ends, yeah. And so we had then we went out for drinks, but we were having a whole conversation about how much it costs to get your hair done.
Yes.
And I know that trickled over into today's conversation.
Right.
Because sometimes, people charge all different amounts.
Right.
Right. And he's probably, he's more on the expensive side of things.
And look whose hair he does. So of course his,
Yeah.
Right. He does celebrities' hair. But he also wants, has other clients too. And you have to make sure you keep your regular clients as well.
Yes.
Because I've known him like for a super long time. And so, and Jasmine, you get your hair done and your hair braider comes to your house.
Yes. Shout out to Quinn from Best Neat Braids. She's in Maryland. She's right outside of DC. She come to my house like 3-4 in the morning.
Wow.
And she takes it out. She puts it in. She does everything.
Whoa, are you sure?
Okay. Okay. I should have known that was coming from Dirty Angela.
See, now my girl Destiny here, we've murdered. She does my hair, and I always take my braids out for her. I wash my hair. I do all of that. I blow dry it before she comes. So when she comes, she just gets right to it.
Yeah.
But Jazz was like, "No, you got to take my hair out for me."
She takes mine out, and then also I go to the Ethiopians to get my hair washed and treated. So it's like a whole 2-step process.
I just do it at home.
Yeah, I'm a little lazy.
You paying top dollar to take care of your hair then.
Yeah, she comes and go ahead.
All right, well, we want to hear what you guys have to say when it comes to hair, because I've heard people complain about how much certain people charge. And Wayno, you get your hair cut, and you said it's really expensive.
If there was an HR for haircuts, like I'd be in there every week. You feel me?
Like, this is crazy.
Now living in Atlanta though, like everything starts at $100. Like everything starts at $100.
I want to hear what you guys have to say, because I'm trying to see like what these prices are looking like. All right, 800-292-5150. We're talking about haircuts, hair braids. How much do you pay to get your hair done? What do you think is reasonable? And I'm sure there's some people out there that actually do hair that want to comment too. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. 800-292-5150.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes.
And also Wayno is here.
Wayno is here. What's good, y'all?
Food.
Oh, he loves food. And we are talking about how much it costs to get your hair done. Now, this conversation all started because Wayno was talking about how much he pays to get his hair cut. He said everything in Atlanta starts at $100 at least. Woo. But in New York, how much was it to get your hair cut?
I had stopped getting my hair cut in New York, and I was getting it cut in Jersey when I was living in Jersey. It was like $35.
Ooh, that sounds so cheap.
How long ago was that?
I've been in Atlanta for 2 years, so like 2 years ago.
I feel like Atlanta should be cheaper.
Nah, that's the perception.
Okay. Right.
Everything
maybe because the cost of living is so cheap, you could pay more for other things.
The cost of living is not cheap out there.
Okay, that's what I heard.
It's smoke and mirrors.
Okay.
Does your barber come to you, or do you go to the barber shop?
Nah, I go to the barber shop, but I actually enjoy like what I pay my barber. Like my cut is like $85. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy like paying my barber.
How long does a haircut take?
For me, it take me about like 35 minutes.
And when you go, is it appointment only, or do you got to wait?
It's appointment only.
Oh.
I mean, I got a good relationship with him. Like, if I called him, but I try to respect his protocol.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if I start doing that, then other people that they try to do it too.
Why don't just walk up in
Exactly.
here?
I think we have convinced him that he needs to start tipping his barber. What do you think, Angela?
He doesn't want to let people know.
No,
that
I
he
do.
doesn't.
Listen, I do
He
tip
doesn't
my
wanna
barber.
let
It's just
people
like
know.
sometimes it'd be like,
I'm sorry.
Come on. You already put it out there that Harlem people don't tip, which is not true.
It might.
Well,
it
not
might
like
be.
Brooklyn people do. But anyway, Jasmine and I, we pay a lot to get our hair done and braided. But I feel like I'm way nicer to my braider because I actually take my braids out myself, wash my hair, so that when she comes, she can get right to it.
And I don't.
All right. Well, let's hear what you guys have to say about that. 800-292-5150. Courtney, what's up?
Hey, Angela.
Now, you're a hairstylist. Tell me what your prices are looking like and what you think of, because people be complaining.
Yes, give us some insight.
So I believe, since I've been doing hair for over 18 years, I actually did your hair, Angela, for Notori's wedding.
Oh, okay, nice. You did a great job, too.
Thank you. So I believe like haircuts should start anywhere between $60 to $100, depending on the length and the service and what kind of haircuts you're getting.
Okay.
Women's
you
hair?
have just a base women's haircuts.
Okay.
Yeah. Now men's haircuts, I don't do a lot of men's haircuts, but my barber still charges me the same price. I pay $35 for a haircut, $40 for a haircut.
Wow, that's
And
a
I'm
good
with
price.
He said $35, $40 for a haircut.
See, that's where I'm trying to be at in life.
That's not where you would be.
That's somebody you've been going to for a while.
Yeah, I've been going to them for a while. I've been consistent with my barber, and plus he's my nephew too. So.
Oh, all right. That don't count. Very elite.
But with that, we don't want to shortchange people either. So I do still give them a tip outside of what I pay them.
Okay, we don't tip. I just want to throw that out there.
That's a lie. I'll tip for
I do give
expensive.
them a $20 tip.
All right, what's your Instagram? Because I know people want to be able to use your services because you are amazing.
It's Salon 1212. That's the number 12, and then spelled out 12.
Okay.
On Instagram.
All right, thank you.
Or they can reach me. You're so welcome.
Hey, Renee, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Now, we want to ask you, how much do you pay to get your hair done?
So before I lost my hair, the prices were ridiculous. So now I don't pay anything because I lost my hair and learned how to do locks myself, and I do my own hair now.
Okay. She was like, look, I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
I
was tired of it. And then my son, when he was 3, I locked his hair, and I was going to people, but even just for a kid, they was charging $80 to like over $100 just for a kid.
Sheesh.
So that's what really got me into learning how to do locks, and I got my certificate and stuff in it, and I do locks myself now, and I don't even charge those type of prices because I feel like it's just ridiculous.
Like, how much do you charge?
So for a lock and retwist, I just charge $70. And that includes washing, shampoo, everything. I give you a nice rub down with your scalp. So, and then for kids, I only charge $40.
I feel like you
and
deserve
more
more money.
under.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel
and
like
people
they
say
gonna tell
that,
you how to
but
do it after you get the bread.
sometimes I feel like it's also based on where you at.
Yeah, what city you're in.
So that makes a difference.
Yeah.
That does make a difference.
Okay.
All right. Well, what's your page so people can see where you're at?
People can follow me on Instagram at luminous_locks.
Okay. Thank you.
That's an easy name.
Hey, Joseph, how are you?
Hey, good morning, y'all. Good morning. It's Angela.
Good morning. Good morning, Joseph.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, crazy.
Sheesh, yeah.
All right, now, how much you pay to get your hair cut?
Well, I'm in Brownsville, Brooklyn. So usually 30.
30?
That's great.
30.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How long you been going to that barber though?
For like 12 years.
Okay.
That's right.
All right.
Do you get the Beijing?
Nah.
Do you tip?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
If your cut was $100, would you still tip?
Yes, I would.
What would you?
Okay,
what
Wayno.
Yeah. Okay, Wayno. We need to.
Okay,
you need to
Wayno,
start.
you
You need
need
to
to
start
reassess.
tipping. Yeah.
Yes, I would. Yeah, yes,
Start
I would.
tipping.
Yeah, yes, I
All
would.
right. All right, thank
That's
you.
for the service, of course. That's for the service, of
That's
course.
because we from Brooklyn. People from Harlem don't tip. Wayno. Hey, Quinn, how are you?
I'm doing good. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How much you pay to get your hair cut?
Myself, my son, his 2 nephews, a flat fee, $650 a month, and we get our haircuts whenever we want. He'll come to the house and everything.
Oh, wait. So how many people is that?
4.
4 people for $650 a month.
What is that?
Unlimited cuts.
Oh, I love
Unlimited cuts.
What if you was like every day we went?
So what should you get every week?
Yeah.
Y'all get it every week?
Either every week or every other week. It just depends on what's going on in life.
That's not bad.
It sounds like a good deal. I don't know what the division
Wait,
is
how
on
many?
that.
How many of y'all is
It's
it again?
4.
4 of them.
So that's about
$650.
a little bit more than $160 a person.
You know, so that's what probably like twice or 3 times a month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
equals
that.
up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
$650. Hold on. Not the fastest
That's a
with the
car
math.
note.
Have y'all ever got your hairline pushed back by the barber?
No, he been cutting my hair since I was 16, and that's why I'm staying with her.
That's good.
Okay.
And for him, that's steady income because if y'all go on vacation and you're not there for, you know what I'm saying?
And
He's still getting paid.
What city are you in?
Yeah. Baltimore.
Baltimore. Okay.
All right,
not
thank
bad.
you.
All right, be more.
That's not bad. A nice
Yeah, that's
little.
not bad.
All right, well, that was everybody discussing their haircuts. And you guys can always hit us up on social media at Way Up with Yee in case you couldn't get through because we would love to hear what you have to say. And when we come back, we have Yee T. Let's talk about Chris Brown. He has a whole lot of songs in the stash. And we'll tell you what he told Shannon Sharp on Club Shay Shay. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that yee tea. Come and get the tea.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
Wayno is in the building.
AKA the Food King. Food King in the building. You feel me?
Own it. All right.
Gotta own it.
All right. Chris Brown was on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay, and he had a lot of things to talk about. Amongst them, you know, Chris Brown makes a lot of music.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of music that we don't even hear.
Yeah.
Right? And here's what he had to say about his catalog of unreleased songs.
what's your favorite song? And give me your top 3.
It's so hard with me because I have, just to be honest, I have about 15,000 unreleased songs, right?
What?
Yeah. In my phone alone, like in certain apps, I have maybe 1,800.
Wow, that's a lot.
I believe him.
Yeah, I believe him too.
15,000.
I believe him.
That's
First
crazy.
of all, he need to sell some of those.
Well, also, whenever
if he's not going to use them,
Yeah.
you can make so much money as a.
I mean, he's signed. He can't just sell a song. Oh, you mean like to sell to like writing?
Yeah, writing.
But
like
you
to
also
other
gotta remember,
artists.
right? The music is personal. A lot of them songs may be personal to him or unfinished ideas too.
Because I would also be like, well, let me sign 20 artists and I could put out full albums with. Remember how Prince used to write songs for so many
Absolutely.
other people,
Yeah.
even for women and everything, and they would be huge hits. It would be a song that he's like, I'm not going to put this out. I'm not going to sing it. But let me go give this to Shirley E. Let me give this to Sheena Easton. Let me give this to Morris Day and the Time.
I wonder if he's considered that.
There's a balancing act though, right? Because I think that Chris Brown is such a great artist that he can't. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I don't think he would be that great of an executive as well. You know, like it's something has to subside for
That
her.
takes
That's why I'm like, just
special
sell them
skill set.
songs. You got so many.
He got a lot of money too, so he ain't
He
trying
good.
to.
I know, but
Not
I
hurting
also,
for no
but I
money.
also feel like creatively, sometimes it's nice to hear other people's like
Right.
rendition
Take on
of
it, yeah.
Absolutely.
And business wise, I don't think it's a bad thing. You know, you can have all the money, but don't you want to do something more? I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, Selena Gomez, she is vowing to never be a meme again. Now, she was at the VMAs, and she was sitting next to Rema because, you know, they actually won for Calm Down.
Yeah.
And as they were announcing the nominees, Chris Brown was nominated with Chloe for the song How Does It Feel?
Okay.
And as they were reading that nomination,
Chloe featuring Chris Brown. How does it feel?
you see her make a face, like smush up her face and stop clapping.
My daughter makes this face a lot to me.
Yeah, she does. And so, and then she continued to clap again after that. So a lot of people caught wind of it. It ended up going viral as a meme. And she posted, "I will never be a meme again. I'd rather sit still than be dragged for being myself." And you know, another reaction to an Instagram post said that she was reacting to Chris Brown's nomination, and she said, "Who cares? LOL."
That's the Loke dog from Don't Be a Menace face. What you said about my mama? Remember that? Like,
She's allowed to make faces. And,
yeah, but she don't control if she a meme or not.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she has no control over
But that's
that.
why she's saying, "I'm just gonna not make any type of reaction."
And that's gonna be a meme.
Yeah,
No reaction is a meme.
A blank stare
as well. And Chris Brown, I was like, is he gonna say something?
Of
Because
course
you know,
he is.
And he said, "I'm the GOAT and you know it. Let me mind my business."
Is he the GOAT?
I mean,
okay, sorry, I
That's
shouldn't
all
even.
greatest
I
of
started
all
the topic.
time is
That's all subjective too.
yeah, it's
so
subjective, but
some
of
people
all
feel that.
time, how do we determine of all time? Michael Jackson is the greatest artist.
People also
of all
throw
time.
the word GOAT around a lot.
Of course, everybody's
Yeah.
a GOAT nowadays.
Yeah, so
It gets
Chris
good,
Brown is great though.
It
I ain't
gets
gonna
good
lie.
engagement. I tell you that.
Facts.
all right, well, that's her new thing. I don't want to be a meme. I don't want to be a meme no more.
I don't want to be a meme no more.
All right, now Drake and Yeet, their upcoming collab has been featured in a Nike Nocta ad, and it's available, by the way, on Nocta.com, Nocta. Here's what that sounds like.
Yeah, I don't be giving up stuff. I don't know what to call it. I don't be giving up stuff.
There go that aggressive body roll, Jasmine.
It was a request. I will say that.
They requested a body roll.
Yes. The people love it.
All right. And Drake, by the way, and SZA also have a new song coming together. So
I like
both of them
the
posted
cover.
the same image. Yeah, they got slimed. It's Halle Berry covered in green slime at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards in 2012. So they have not announced a title or release date for the collab, but it looks like that's coming. And for all the dogs, that album is about to come out soon too. So
Halle Berry is so pretty that she even looks good covered in slime.
I wonder how much they had to pay for that image. That's probably expensive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pay for that.
they got it.
I know.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They are flying under the radar, but they damn interesting. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
The news, I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes, it's my favorite day of the week, Angela.
Thursday. Mm-hmm. And Wayno is here with us.
The master of culinary arts.
Master of Culinary Arts.
Nah, I'm lying.
And also, what's your real title? Executive
Vice President of Quality Control Music.
of Quality Control Music. Yes. So anybody, if you an artist, you want to get signed, you know, hit us up. Right now.
Don't see y'all going.
Hit him up on his DM.
Hit up Wayno. All right, now let's do these under the radar stories. So, do you guys know on average how many times the average person passes gas a day?
No. Okay. Can I guess? 6 times.
6.
What do you think?
Rookie numbers. I say a good 9, 10.
You guys are both right. It's between 5 to 15 times a day. The average person. Sheesh, Wayno.
5 to 15.
All right, now according to this doctor, Dr. Suge, and you can follow him on TikTok, he's been doing viral videos, and he talked about how certain health conditions can lead to you having increased flatulence.
Okay.
Now, he said it can be an indicator of certain conditions if you have a lactose intolerance. Hello. Or celiac disease. They said, and he also said allergies to dairy or gluten, constipation, and various dietary choices is what can lead to increased farting. It can also be a sign of things like constipation, eating things that are difficult to digest, and irritable bowel syndrome.
IBS. Okay.
Right. So just giving y'all
perspective. Wow.
Angela, perspective.
Remember, I dated a guy in the first date. He farted in front of me, and I was like, loud. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Now hold up.
Yeah, he did. He definitely. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, yo, did you just fart?
Wait, on a date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just how he was.
Yeah, it's just how
Shout
he
out
is.
to him.
Yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to Coach.
Okay. Names and everything.
Yep.
All right. Now, speaking of which, do you know what item, if you wear this to bed, it's worse than sleeping in the toilet?
What?
According to experts.
I see it. I see the story, but go ahead and...
Dirty socks. All right. Y'all got to stop walking around in your socks and getting in bed right away after that. They said 70% of people who wear socks in bed don't bother changing into a clean pair before bed. So if you want to wear your socks in the bed, you got to put on a clean pair. And that's why we don't allow your shoes to be on inside the house.
Right.
You know, you can't be walking around, sliding around in your socks and then just hopping into bed.
Yeah.
And they said, if you wear these socks, there's bacteria that can be found. And they found this in half of the socks that are in the bed. And it can easily spread on tools that get contaminated and are not properly cleaned. So some socks are even dirtier than unclean TV remotes. And TV remotes, are they saying, is what's the dirtiest thing in a hotel room.
Yeah.
I don't wear socks to bed.
I do. If I'm sleeping with a man, I don't wear socks to bed. But otherwise, I'm by myself, I sleep with socks.
For real?
Yes.
I don't do that. And I walk around in slippers.
The ones that you've been wearing all day?
No, I don't. I have.
You put clean ones on?
Yeah, I put clean ones on, yep.
Okay.
Socks just for bed.
Yeah.
All right. And if you had to guess, right, what city has the most ultra-wealthy residents in the world?
Los Angeles.
World. Nope.
A city in the world. Dubai.
Nope. All right, I'll tell you what. New York is number 2.
Okay.
On the list. Number 1 is Hong Kong.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Hong Kong has the most ultra-wealthy residents in the world.
Interesting.
That makes
Do I know anyone? I don't know anyone that lives or is from Hong Kong.
We don't know anybody ultra-wealthy. But I will say, New York City, you got to have a lot of money to live here.
It's expensive here.
There's a lot of people with no money. That's crazy.
LA is number 4.
LA's number 4?
Yeah, it's Hong Kong, then New York, then London, then LA, then San Francisco, then Chicago.
Right.
Shout out to all our Chicago people.
We love Chicago.
Chicago has
DC
some
on there.
beautiful
Yeah, DC
real estate.
barely made it, but yeah. We out here. We outside.
We outside. All right, well, that is your Under the Radar stories. And it is your favorite day of the week.
Yes.
Thursday. We got some fun things happening. Country Wayne is going to be joining us today.
Okay.
Hilarious. Okay, he has his book, Help Is on the Way. He's on tour. He also has his first ever stand-up special on Netflix. It's coming out next week.
Okay.
And so
he making money.
He is already making money. He was making money just straight off of doing his posts on social media, on Facebook, and monetizing that. I remember he had said at one point he was making just off of that $300,000 a month.
What?
Wow. So he can afford all those kids he has.
He has 10 children. Yeah. The jokes, all right? And of course we got the Way Up mix coming at the top of the hour. I don't even know what Wayno was about to say for everybody.
Yeah,
but anyway, the Way Up mix, let's party. It's a Thursday. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
Okay, aggressive body roll. And Wayno is here.
Food.
All right, and let's get into some Yee tea. Now, we love a Sexy Red interview just as much as we love a Sexy Red song, just as much as we love a Sexy Red remix. And she did an interview with Montreality, and she was talking about her love life and the most romantic gesture that she's ever received. Listen to this.
It was my first boyfriend. I was just in high school. He was a little older than me. And it was Valentine's Day. I'll never forget. He robbed somebody and gave me the money and gave me the bill he stole. And it was just so sweet because he was out of breath and stuff. He's like, here, I just got this for you. I was like, oh, thank you. Because nobody never did nothing like that for me. He stole for me. So I'm like, oh, you did that for me, really? And it was only $13. And it was a fake Gucci belt.
Oh, it was fake too.
But it's a thought that counts.
It was my first boyfriend. She should read children's books, yo.
Listen, man.
Wouldn't that be hilarious? Sexy Red ring.
And that is so special because it's the thought that counts. It don't matter that it was only $13 in a fake Gucci belt.
Yeah.
You stole from me.
Listen, Sexy Red comes from poverty. And she, you know what I mean? When she talks, you can hear it.
It was my first boyfriend.
Yeah,
I love it.
I like that. He stole from me.
I know that's right.
As you get older,
Outrageous.
you're like, all right.
Enough.
I had somebody steal from me once, but I didn't know for sure. But he definitely gifted me, and I was in high school, a pair of earrings that were just in his hand.
No box. No.
But robbing and stealing is two different things.
Did they have backs to the earrings?
No, they clipped closed, so I definitely disinfected them. They were nice.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
God bless.
I do try to sell me an earring in the barbershop one time.
One earring?
One earring.
It was
it
for
had
him.
no back on it either.
It had nope. You had to get the eraser back. Remember did you ever take eraser back?
All right. You never stole for nobody, Wayno?
Did I? I've definitely stolen before, but I still for somebody.
For a woman?
No, hell no.
Oh, so you was just stealing for yourself. You are so selfish.
He
I'm
is.
going to go to jail for myself, not for nobody else.
He's definitely stole food before.
Now I have to ask you, what have you stolen?
What have I stolen?
Yeah.
I used to steal food stamps from my mom.
See, it's all food related.
No, for real. But I'm gonna tell you, I would go to the store, spend a quarter, get some chips, and then the 75 cents went to playing Street Fighter. 50 cents to play, a quarter to continue.
Okay.
All right. There you go.
He had to feed himself while he was playing.
All right. Now let's talk about your former coworker. Well, not really your coworker, but Joe Button. You guys didn't really work together.
I never worked with Joe.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
No, but they both did the same show.
Yeah.
Okay. So Cardi B is saying that Joe Button's criticism of the song Bongos that she has with Megan Thee Stallion was personal. Now, here's what he had said originally.
Hook is not hooking. There's nothing in it to make it stay. 1. And 2, I know y'all think Sexy Red is paying me. She's not. But this commercialized ratchet has passed. It's ghetto ratchet time. And neither one of them are ghetto ratchet on this song. And Cardi normally smokes ghetto ratchet, but she's too big to do it. We need a Bodak Yellow now.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think that it's unfair to say that we need a Bodak Yellow because that's when she was trying to become the Cardi B we know today, right? But as far as Joe, what he says, he is right to a degree, right? If the song not for you, the song not for you. But this is my biggest problem. Not a problem, but I think that when it comes to the female rappers, y'all want to be on the same level as an artist, right? So when people critique you, you got to just take it as that. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I say about Joe, he consistent with critiquing everybody.
Okay.
For real.
Yeah.
He got a problem with everyone.
Facts, but I mean, at least he fit.
So you're saying as an artist, you can't personalize.
Yeah, you can't personalize.
Right,
now, she might have a different perspective.
Let's hear Cardi's perspective.
Right.
I just feel like it's like he has an issue with me, and it was beyond the critique of Bongos.
Okay. Right, and Joe responded to that.
That's somebody else's squad holding them down, and they're just using me as the front man. And don't play with me like that, because y'all know I with Cardi. But I mean, I stand in what I said about the song. And I said it pretty respectfully. For me, it's if I didn't hear nothing from none of y'all the 9 million times that I bigged you up, I definitely don't want to hear nothing from you that one time I.
Okay.
I will say this, though. What made me like Bongos in the beginning is they sent it to us early, and I was playing it while my makeup artist Keys was doing my makeup, and she was going crazy. She was dancing like she was on TikTok. She was like, this is my song. I'm in love. She said, this is going to go crazy on TikTok. This is going to make you feel like you on vacation.
You know what song I like? I like her and Offset's latest
Jealousy
record. I love Jealousy. I love Jealousy.
The thing with Bongos is like the bar is set so high because of WAP. You know what I mean? So it's like people, you know, they.
But when WAP came out, people were acting like that song was a flop, and it turned out to be a huge song.
That's a big song. But I mean,
people definitely were very critical. And I think with Bongos, when I saw them perform at the VMAs, it was a moment. And the video is beautiful, and it is more of an international type of
music's subjective. You can't like everything.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
But I also feel like it's the vibe of a certain period of time of like what you have going on. You know what I'm saying? So it is. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, since Wayno is here with us and he is the executive vice president of A&R at Quality Control, we're going to talk to him and see how he got to this position and talk all things Wayno. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Angela Yee.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes.
And new Wayno.
What's good?
Wayno is here.
I'm in the building.
Food. All right, so Wayno. Let's get into some history on Wayno.
Yes.
For people who are here and listening, all right? Now, when I first came across Wayno, he was fresh off of working for Rockefeller.
Yes.
Right? So was that your first ever job in the music business?
Yeah, that was my first job.
Okay, what was your position there?
Assistant A&R. I assisted Big Face Gary.
Okay, Big Face Gary. And then after that, I know you from doing like a lot of independent contracting, I would call it.
Yeah, a ton of independent contracting. That's a fact. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about some of those.
You know, I was brand ambassador for Reebok at one point in time. I was just trying to figure it out, and then I started my management company. I was doing that for a bit, and then I signed Davies. You know what I mean, under management, and
That's how I met Davies, through Wayno.
Okay.
Right. And we did a lot of great work. You know what I mean. Salute to East. We made a lot of money together. So
okay.
Oh, nice.
That's a fact.
All right, and then now.
Oh, now, yeah, I did. Then I ended up doing Everyday Struggle. Remember, I got into media.
Oh, that's when I learned of who you were.
Yeah, so you were on Everyday Struggle with Academics and Adeska.
Yeah, I was there for a minute. I was there for 3 years. It's so funny because people used to say no Joe, no show about Joe Budden once he left the show, but I actually did the show longer than he did. You know what I mean? A lot of people didn't know that, but I was there for a minute.
And it is kind of weird to take somebody's place once they leave, right?
Oh man,
because you're not trying to be like that person at all. You're carving your own space.
Yes.
So and you do have to give it time, because I feel like even when the Breakfast Club first started, we were taking over in New York, for a legend like Ed Lover.
Yeah.
And it's not easy when you're first sliding into that spot and people are comparing you.
I got told everything I wasn't. But I mean, it was good.
And you have a whole different personality.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It gave me a different perspective. And then, from there, I was able to push that into getting the opportunity with Amazon Music, and signing with them and doing my show Connected with Wayno. Did that for 2 years.
Okay.
I feel like I did your show.
No, you ain't do my show.
I never did your show before.
You did my
I did. Yeah, AMP show.
One, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
You've had so many gigs.
Yeah. Oh, listen. I'm gonna find me. I'm a hustler. I'm from Harlem. You gotta turn that 4 quarters into $1. So you just continue that process, and that led me to Everyday Struggles. What led me to being at QC.
Okay. Quality Control.
Okay. And so what's your title there again?
EVP. Well, co-ed EVP. Me and my homegirl Brand Ringo. You know what I mean? Co-ed EVP of A&R over at QC.
What do you do over there?
Sign artists. Of course, I mean, when you putting out albums, the logistic work, all the behind the scenes stuff, but I do everything over there from A&R to, even managing some of our acts.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you this, because a lot of people also follow Wayno. Like, he used to go live a lot. You don't go live as much anymore.
I don't, because, I'm trying to segue. I'm trying to get into the streaming aspect of it, and that's all. I thought it was just as simple as pressing the button and going live, but it's not. So I've been, a little bit more particular with my lives, because I'm trying to build them towards something now.
Okay.
With the streaming side.
All right. And so you also are on Twitter, and he writes some very funny things on Twitter.
I read crazy
I don't
stuff.
be knowing if they subs or whatever, but let's look at some of his Twitter.
Oh, you gonna do that?
Let's read them, yeah. Come
Okay,
on.
you said gonna get nominated for a Grammy. So you saw his performance at the Barclays, sold out. It was insane. What did you think about that? Because some people felt like he wouldn't be able to come back.
I mean, Gunna's very, very talented. He's been talented
and
for a long time.
And you did a nice sit down with him before.
Yeah, that was actually my first interview I ever conducted by myself. And it was a really good interview. But Gunna, I mean, I just always believed in him as an artist, and regardless to the particulars about the street stuff and all of that, he's an artist, right? He dropped a project and it sold a lot of records, and people swept that under the rug, and it was a good album, and he got a top 10 record on the Billboard Hot 100. If you look at all the factors plus this show, he's definitely going to get some awards next year.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Now, another thing you said on here, don't be out here wishing people happy birthday that don't know you even have a birthday.
That is a
Why can't we
fact.
say happy birthday to people, Wayno.
Well, it was really more particular on the side of like, you ever wish the person happy birthday a few times and they know, like, they'll be, when it's your birthday, you will see them on your story. And they won't even say nothing to you. That's happened to me before. So I ain't wishing y'all happy birthday no more.
Let me tell you in advance. Happy birthday.
Oh, listen, I always wish you happy birthday.
Our
Stop,
birthdays
B.
around the same
Yeah,
time.
we Capricorns.
When's your birthday?
December 28th.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Goats.
Now, you said you ever thought about someone you decided to move on from and notice how much better your life is?
Absolutely. So like that
That's
just
a
was
gem.
a thought I was having about,
Had that thought a lot.
Yeah, just people that, just come across in life and you like, you remove them from your life and then things just get a little bit more simpler and easier, So it applies not to one person,
That
but
could
to
be
a
a
lot
tattoo.
of it could. Yeah.
That could be a slogan. All right. Well, anyway, we just wanted to give you guys some idea of Wayno, who was up here co-hosting today and doing a great job.
Thank you. This is all new for me on the radio.
This is a wheelhouse for him.
This is fun.
We're about
Thank
to
you.
feed him too. So
yeah,
listen, I can't
coming.
wait. Yeah, we got some food coming. I'm gonna be happy.
All right. Well, another one of my friends is going to be joining us today shortly. Country Wayne is going to be here. His Netflix special, A Woman's Prayer, is coming out next week. He also has a book out right now. Help is on the way. And he has a movie too, Strange Love, that I watched that as well. And he's working on another movie, but we'll let him tell all of that. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here, and Wayno is here.
Yes.
What's up?
I enjoy talking about music and everything with Wayno too.
He's such an insider.
I love when I get that. You know what I mean? Y'all giving me life today.
An industry insider. The other person I love talking to is going to be joining us shortly. Country Wayne is here. And have you met him, Wayno?
No, I never met him before.
He lives in Atlanta too, so you guys,
He's a funny guy.
Or maybe in LA now.
Okay, you would know. I don't know.
He might have went Hollywood. All right, but you're going to enjoy his story. He got his first ever Netflix special coming out next week. And we're going to talk about how he got there, because everything he's been doing thus far has been pretty independent, that he funds himself. He's very creative. He comes up with his own sketches.
That's dope.
And so we'll hear what his journey has been like getting from just getting started in that. He definitely had a very interesting upbringing.
Okay.
So we'll talk about all of that, and he addresses it in his stand-up special as well. So Country Wayne is coming up when we come back, and of course you can always watch all of the full interviews on our YouTube channel, Way Up With You. You can also always call us at 800-292-5150, and you can always use the talkback. If you're listening on the app, there's a little microphone that you can click in that top corner, and that's how you can leave a message, and we'll get them up here to talk about whatever it is that you want. And you can also, by the way, follow my guy Wayno 119
on everything.
What's that 1119?
119th Street in Lexington. That's where I'm from.
Okay.
Never forget.
Facts. All right. Well, Country Wayne, when we come back, it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And listen, I know Country Wayne has been here already, but you're welcome anytime.
Appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
To come on the show. And this is a special time for you.
Yeah.
Country Wayne.
Yeah. This that time, man. This that time where I've been waiting on, man. It's the part of me that I really ain't shared to the world.
You have your first ever 1 hour Netflix special.
That's right, man. Hey, A Woman's Prayer.
A Woman's Prayer.
A Woman's Prayer.
Why did you name it that?
Because, I talk about women a lot on there. I realized it was a women's prayer that kept me up. I figured out that in life.
Okay.
So I was like, man, a woman's prayer have you up or down.
Yeah, you're very catering to women.
Oh, yeah.
But you kind of don't have a choice. You got a lot of women to cater to. Yeah. And you have daughters. You have 8 daughters.
I got 8 daughters, man.
8 daughters.
8 daughters.
Woo.
So that's something, I'm going.
And I know they be praying for their daddy.
Oh yeah, I promise you, man. Them girls. I feel like that. Like my daughter Zari, the one, she kind of changed my career path because I was about to get in a relationship one time, and she was like, Daddy, no. She said, not right now. I say, what's wrong? This girl was 10 years old at the time. She said, well, I said, why you don't want to see me in a relationship? She said, because when you're in a relationship, you Dwayne. But when you free, you Country Wayne.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, a woman's prayer, women, these daughters and everything, man, I learned a lot about, my mama taught me a lot about women.
And your grandmother.
Oh, yeah, my grandma for sure.
It's interesting because I do feel like people pass judgment, right? Because they'll be like, oh, Country Wayne, and it's a subject you always have owned and have had to talk about, though. Because even in the comments, people who follow you will be like, oh, a woman's prayer. Well, you got, 10 kids. How is that a woman's prayer? And it's just interesting to me because you take care of all your kids.
Yeah.
Right? And it seems like, you're there at the basketball games. You're a dance dad.
Mm-hmm. A dance dad for sure. And they good. All my kids who play sports, one of them played. But yeah. I was like,
one of them what?
Yeah. Everybody wasn't good. But nah, I'm at all the events. I take off. Like, I took off, my son, he playing varsity. I took off November, December, January, February. I ain't going on tour till March. Supposed to start your tour in February. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to late March in case they make the playoffs. Like, I'm very involved in their lives, and all the mothers of the kids, they all taken care of. They living well, and I set them free. I don't hold them hostage because I'm taking care of them.
Right.
Whoever they talk to, if they got a man at their house, even though I pay the bills or whatever, people call me stupid, but
I know you've been saying, listen, people go in about that.
And a lot of men I seen, and I never addressed this, they'll be like, Wayne, you simping. I'm like, all right, so sometimes I got to make this clear. It ain't too many celebrities that look like Wayne, swear like Wayne. So even if I didn't have money, I always had women anyway. So I'm definitely ain't simping because I had, come on now, who get women like Wayne? I ain't seen nobody out there for real.
Right.
No celebrity who was that him before they got fame. I'm just being real. Ain't no country Waynes out there, and I know that. And I just be real about that. Like, I always had the women before money, and when they say the simping comments, I don't never really address that, but I say I'm gonna start addressing that, because let's be clear, if I ain't have no money, my baby mama would take care of me anyway. I was that guy that girls will let sleep. If I really want to be that guy, the girls, they gonna let sleep on the sofa because I'm blessed. You feel what I'm saying?
Where do you think that you got all this? I don't know what's the word that you would use, but why do you think that women have always been attracted to you from a young age? Like, even in spite of when you didn't have it the way that you have it now, like you said, you always had women.
Well, I was blessed with good genes. My mama was homecoming queen. My sister was homecoming queen. My baby mama home. My uncles was the flyest guys in the streets. My daddy always had the women. So it's just like, you seen that, and me seeing that, it gave me a confidence, and I learned women at a young age.
Okay.
So I always had the upper hand on men because I'm a listener. I'm a man, but I listen like a woman. I just always had that, man. I always had the women, man. 7 of my kids were before fame.
I know those women are like, I knew one day he was going to be somebody.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everybody from my hometown always knew, man, because I had the nightclubs. I was always popular, and my family was popular before me, but I was the one that I stayed out them drugs.
Right.
I ain't never, you know what I'm saying?
But you and your dad, and you talk about this in the special, you guys sold
yeah, we hustled together.
Together.
So
Were
together.
you good at that?
Oh, yeah, I was good at I made it out.
Some people sold drugs, but they wasn't really like...
And I was real good. I was so good at that because I treated it like a business. First trap house I had, my baby mama, stepdaddy gave it up because he couldn't get it to jump. I said, I'll take over the rent. Man, 4 weeks. Man, that house we called it the Yellow House. It was jumping because I knew how to market. Me and my brother, we both had Crown Vics on 22, so I parked it in front of them. So all the girls and all the dope boys, like, them boys must got money. This one, 22s and Crown Vics was popular in the South. So it was advertisement, and the house was jumping off the roof. And I did that without a gun.
Was your life ever in danger, though? Like, did you ever have a situation where you felt like, I don't know if I'm going to make it out of this?
Yeah, my brother had me, man. Some Jamaicans about to kill us. I was about to die. That brother right there had me, and we done went to Atlanta. I thought I found the plug, and but I peeked out the rip. I always had strong instincts. I'm like, hey, man, something ain't right. They had guns long. I said, man, these Jamaicans about to rob us. So I talked kind of fast. I was like, hey, man, we got to go use the bathroom. It's bathroom here. I got to go. He's like, we got one. I said, no, I really got to go. So they let us go outside to use the bathroom. I said, bro, let's run right now. These boys about to rob us, man. I could feel it. He said, no, man, you found the plug, bro. You just trust me this time, bro. You did. I said, no, these men about to talk, bro. Just trust me. Man, we got in there. Them Jamaicans went to talking. And I already peed. I know we about to die. I'm like, man, I'm just trying to see what window I'm going to try to run out of. Whatever. Man, he messed around. And when he hit that weed, then everything I've been on, it hit him. He was like, hey, man, I think we need to, I'm like, my brother, we come back tomorrow. He said, no. You ain't coming back tomorrow. I told you my business. Hey, brother. So I've been in danger for real. But for other people, my daddy had me in danger. The feds came to the house. I talked about that in my special because of my daddy moving. So it was always their mistakes because I always moved careful because, I was always sober. And I always got my rest, and I always move. I always move a little different.
All right, Country, Wayne is here, comedian extraordinaire, and his first ever hour special is on Netflix next week. We have more with him about a woman's prayer when we come back. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Now I'm back at it. You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Kountry Wayne is here with me. Do you feel like with everything that's been going on, with the specials, with you going on tour and really proving yourself, selling out shows, do you feel like you're getting the respect that you deserve now from other comedians?
Oh, the comedians, no. You know what I'm saying?
Still? Even with the Netflix special on the way, like who are some people to hit you up to say congratulations?
Oh, Cedric Entertainer. Everybody congratulate me, though. Kevin Hart, you know what I'm saying? He hit me up. Everybody really hit me up. Now, Kevin Hart didn't know because he told one time when I met him, he was like, man, I'm a fan of your hustle. I said, I don't know if I'm a fan of your comedy yet because I ain't seen your stand-up. I'm like, bro, you just don't know. I hear that stand-up for a minute because I knew it was raw.
Right.
I ain't want nobody to really see it, but all the comedians know. A lot of comedians just don't want the public to know.
Okay. So what made you decide Netflix was the move then?
I knew because people need to see Kountry Wayne at that level because people know I'm there. When they see me, they're like, man, Wayne there because he known, selling out shows, he got the Rolls Royce, he got the houses, everybody around is eating. But to the consumer mind, it's like Dave Chappelle's on Netflix, Kevin Hart's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So to the subconscious mind, when they see Wayne on Netflix, this is my first public thing.
Right.
That's really national. I was like, if I hit Netflix, I know what time it is.
How was it negotiating that deal for you, being that you are a hustler and you didn't necessarily...
I negotiated the deal that is now because my lawyer. The one I got, it was different because I didn't. You know what I'm saying? It's about ownership. I'm straight. Like it was a new kind of deal. Even the situation with my lawyer, you really can't even talk about it. Like,
right.
It was a new kind of deal.
It was a new type of deal. Okay.
Yeah, and that's how deal.
So there's some ownership involved.
100%. 100% ownership.
I got it because I like the way that Joe Coy does his, where he films it. In the beginning, he couldn't get his deal with Netflix, so he filmed it himself.
Yeah,
and then that does give you a lot more leverage. And you filmed yours in DC. So.
Yeah, I put up my own money.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's always a smart thing, and you had the money to put up, so it gives you that creative freedom.
We got that Fantasia song in there. I ain't know she was gonna charge me that much for it. Good God. Fantasia, I thought we were friends.
Oh, damn. Well, everybody got to eat.
Definitely.
Right now, I'm talking to Kountry Wayne. So now at the point, you said before you were going to get in a relationship, your daughter was like, no, when she was 10. So where are you at now? Because I see you buying vehicles like for my next, this is going to be for my next lady. And we call that fishing. You know what I'm saying? That's you letting people know I'm single. Let me fish. Throw that out there.
I ain't really fishing though. It's gonna have to be somebody who really understand me, man, and know that. Man, I'm just peaceful. Like I just want to live.
Can you be trusted?
Oh yeah.
In a relationship,
you know that.
How do I know that?
You know that. I'm a trusted friend. You know that.
As a friend, yes. But listen, men are very different in friendships than they are in relationships.
I could be trusted.
There's plenty of guys that I'm like, I love him as a friend. I couldn't imagine dating somebody like that.
Listen, if I tell a woman I'm gonna be faithful, I'm gonna be faithful. Mm-hmm. It's gonna have to be somebody who really happy with life at this point on their own.
Would you put her in your skits?
She gonna have to be. Cause I ain't finna mess up my storyline. Hey.
What if she just low key and she like,
if she low key, she gonna have to be 100% low key. Like can't nobody. But if she wanna be seen on the red carpet, I'm gonna have to write you in the skits and Wayne get a girl, and the world gonna have to know we together, and that's cool. Cause now we can wake up and make this money every day. It's just too much money on this social media. This don't got crazy. Like so, it's like that page making money right now while I'm talking.
And you've also really helped a lot of people get their start in doing things too, because a lot of people I've seen for the first time just from watching your skits too. Yep. And then you see them doing other things.
I'm gonna put Mike Bless out there because he told how much money I'm making, but everybody need to know I pay Mike Bless $80,000 to $100,000 a month. So Mike, your business has got out there because he put my business out there. Everybody started asking for money.
Now let me tell you, now that you have a lot on the line, have you learned to pull out more?
Oh yeah.
I like that, and you showed us how you did it just now.
I really, but you know what I'm saying?
It didn't look very effective.
But a lot of, you know what I'm saying, after I had them babies, since 22, I've been, I was using protection. I dealt with more women from the age of 14 to 22 than I did between 22 and 35.
Okay.
So people don't do the math. Like, the reason why, they get on Nick Cannon, but they can't get on Kountry Wayne because I've been had these kids.
I did, yeah.
These children, teenagers.
You did it first,
yeah, these ain't no new celebrity babies. My baby mama's is Sexy Red. They not Sexy Red now, but where we was at, they was Sexy Red. You know what I'm saying? So I had these kids at that stage of my life where. Hey, we wildin', so that was a different stage in my life, man. But now, you know, I'm real careful, cause I ain't about, man, bro. Whoever I talk to for real, man, I already know, man. It's gonna have to be right, man.
All right, now normally we would have Ask Yee here, but of course, Kountry Wayne is my guy, and he always gives a great interview. I always tell him you're always welcome to come up here, so we have more with Kountry Wayne when we come back. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and my guy, Kountry Wayne, is here. Can you see your kids, like, if you ever get married, like, calling her mom and think, or you think they're like...
Man, them children too independent, but if people meet my children, cause I don't raise them to the point they kind of like, nah, they gonna call them by their name, and they gonna be, cause I ain't got no but 2 young kids.
Right.
For real. And they kind of like, it's a village. So...
That's a tough thing for a woman to step into.
Yeah, not really.
Like, it is, cause that's intimidating. That's like a lot of people that gotta like you.
Nah, but they gonna like her though.
That's a lot of people that gotta like you.
They gonna like her because they ain't been disrespect me like that. My kids, they like what I like, and I like what they like. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it ain't nobody with me and my son stayed in my house for real. All my daughters and stuff, they got rooms there, but they all stay with their moms. But I've had friends, I had girls that came around, and my daughter said that. Now it's one girl that she thought I was talking to. She liked her. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
But you wasn't.
My kids just don't want me to go backwards for real. Okay. They want me to talk to somebody lit.
Right.
That's what it is. I ain't want to say it. But that daughter who said that.
They want to be backstage.
They want me to talk to somebody who on my level.
Okay.
They got other stuff going on.
They should want that.
Yeah, they do.
What about their moms? Like, is it hard for them to get along with somebody that you're dating? Or
nah,
do you
man, they don't really. They live. It's peaceful around there because I don't tolerate that.
Right.
Ain't no arguments in my house. Ain't no smacking no teeth. We ain't no energy in my whole village. Nobody argues. Nobody does none of that because at the end of the day, man, everybody really blessed and free to do what they want to do.
You need to teach other people because people be having so many issues.
It's that money though. I hate to say it, but man, if you straight as a mother, a father of them kids and them baby mamas was with you at a certain point and they not living a certain way, they gonna be mad.
Right. Right now I'm talking to Kountry Wayne. What's funny about you is you say things that I know women love. Like one thing you always say is you don't care about a woman's past.
No.
Like nothing that she did in the past, you know, none of that bothers you. But do you want to know about it?
Even
if it doesn't matter.
I want to know about it if she want to tell me, because most time a woman really want to tell you stuff because they either want to tell you or a therapist.
Okay.
Because most people want to get stuff off their chest anyway. And every woman I talk to have told me some deep stuff. And I think what keep women close is the fact that, dang, Wayne know all this about me. And he still treat me the same.
Right.
I've learned that, man, because that's when a woman's going to be free. Because she want to feel brand new, man. Like the past is the past. So when she in a relationship, she don't want to remember those moments. A human is punished enough, especially women, with the thought of what they did. They don't need you like, dang, That's why I put it in the special what you say, well, what about what our mamas did? Because every man mama done did that dirty. It's like, at the end of the day, like, people like, how can you believe in Jesus and the stuff I still represent? Like, I don't listen to Sexy Red like that, but her song slapping.
Right.
But I'm like, at the end of the day, we all know Sexy Red. She just being real about it.
That Peaches and Eggplant remix.
A lot of people open the door for the Sexy Red, but I think Sexy Red, what happens is in life, in the industry or whatever, whatever you pretend to be, the real one coming. Wherever everybody acting ratchet, they got a real one now. And you could tell because it's not a character. She's like, with my round. She keep a still face. And it's good. And see it in my eyes. In a bad. And you like, shout it like, and then you listen to them songs. She got about 3 in rotation right now.
Right, absolutely.
Bro, she ain't finna, because when Trinidad James came, we were like, go dog, what the other one? Right. But off the real, she got 3 slapping in the club.
And
hey,
she
bro.
really being herself, walking around,
she ain't
money.
finna fade away for a minute. I don't care what nobody say.
And you know what else too? She just owned it. Like, she came on lip service, she said some things, and what the blogs pick up, you know, they'll pick up like the craziest part and forget about everything else. And she didn't even care. She was just like, yeah, that's right, you know.
Yeah, she coming from, hey man, that girl coming from poverty. At the end of the day, when somebody coming from poverty, you can't judge them because, hey, at the end of the day, man, people who ain't from poverty don't understand. It's different. If she would have grew up in a White House, she would have been a different version of that. See, I'm in both levels. I done dealt with women of the ratchets, and I done dealt with women of the corporate. Now, one thing I know, a lot of it in common, the only difference is your environment where you come from sometimes. Because everybody, come on, everybody have fun. I get down.
Country Wayne, as usual, thank you so much. Anytime you're in town, I'd love for you to come through. It don't even matter if you was just here last week.
I really appreciate that too, man, Angela Yee. Mm-hmm. I remember first time, Mitch, I said your name wrong. Remember that?
Oh, you did? Probably.
Yeah. But it
wasn't you, it was Drip.
Yeah. But you keep that, man. You keep your word, man. Anything you need on my end, you know what time it is, for sure.
All right, well, thank you. Always appreciate it. Make sure y'all check out Country Wayne, A Woman's Prayer. That is out on September 19th. On Netflix.
The game changing. Country Wayne dropped. The world gonna be different.
That's right, and he is himself at all times. I already know this is just the first out of many, so I'm excited for you.
Yeah,
and I know you got big things coming. He don't sit down for a second. Even when he's sitting down, he's doing something and making money.
No, we got to do it. We got the movies coming on the way. I put together this script. It's gonna be crazy, and I feel like that special is special because nobody ain't expecting it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ain't expecting it to be raw at the same time. A lot of people don't know what to expect.
Right. Well, it all starts off with a prayer. All right. It's Way Up with Angela Yee, Country Wayne. When we come back, you always have the last word. 800-292-5150 is the number. We'll say goodbye to Jasmine. We'll say goodbye to my guy, Wayno, and we'll say goodbye to y'all. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Pick up the phone. Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard. What the word is. Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes.
New Wayno. Wayno is here. I gotta stop doing that to you.
But he need his own drop, his own slogan, tagline.
Well, he is a media personality. I think we could find something.
Yeah.
We know Wayno from working with Amazon, being on Everyday Struggle, AMP. But now he is the Executive Vice President of A&R for Quality Control. Let him know, baby.
Yeah,
Come on,
QC
title.
in the building.
Yeah.
Big QC.
EVP.
And let me ask you this. If you guys are looking to sign, when you look to sign an artist, because that's part of your responsibility as an A&R, what do you look for? For people and how do you find people? Because I know a lot of people out there do music, and they're like, how do I even get anybody to listen to me or know who I am?
I found people through various ways. I found somebody in my DM before. Some people send me stuff. Even we got a really great research A&R, and a lot of people, artists are critical of research because they're like, oh, that's not real talent. But we found really good talent through research as well. What we really try to sign is authenticity, right? No, that don't mean that you got to be the toughest person or nothing, but you just got to be honest and in the truth of what you're making, even if you just storytelling. If you storytelling, we just want to know that it's coming from an honest place. You know what I'm saying? So we just look for artists who got work ethic more than anything, because none of that matters without work ethic.
Right. What do they say? Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
That's a fact.
So you could be super talented, and if you don't have a work ethic, it doesn't even matter.
Oh, I've worked with tons of artists that, some could have been the best artists ever, but, they in it for different reasons.
Yeah.
Some people just want the money, others just want, to be great at what they do.
I want to be a rapper, so I have a really good work ethic, but I cannot rap.
I'm not just a brand, I'm my own brand.
So is there a chance for me? Because
no.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We're gonna say no.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
but no. But y'all go check out the JasmineBrand.com
and not
to see what she's really good at.
Yeah, not for rapping.
All right, well, thank you again to Country Wayne. Now that's a guy who works hard.
He does.
But he came by today. His Netflix special is out on the 19th, A Woman's Prayer, and so make sure y'all check that out and support my guy. Definitely one of the hardest working comedians out there, because he done put out movies, books. He does his content for social media, and now he's got this special. So, and he's on tour.
All indie too, right?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Absolutely. And, if you watch the full interview, you'll see how he even, with this Netflix special, did it on his own first. All right. So, thank you guys, of course, for always being part of the family on Way Up with Angela Yee. And as usual, you have the last word, 800-292-5150.
Hi, Angela. Long time. Haven't talked to you in years. This is Tarlis. Your childhood friend? Yes, me, Tarlis. Last time I saw you, we was at your college at Wesleyan. But hit me up if you ever get this message. I don't know how it works, but if you get this message, it's Tarlis.
I'm actually a retired hairdresser, so I've seen the industry change over the years, and the way that they are pricing is really bad. You're paying the same price you paid for your mortgage and your car note to get a hairstyle that's not going to last you but 3 months. But people are doing it, but I think it's ridiculous.
I'm calling to shine a light on my mother, Irene House. I got the beautifulest mother in the world. And she's going through some problems right now, being sick and things. I just want to shine a light on her. She raised 5 kids by herself. She's able to get us all graduated, and everybody doing good for themselves. Shine a light on Irene House Racing in Wisconsin. Thank you.
Going way up with Angela Yee.